Tomorrow, Dr. Nick Coatsworth's in studio. He'll be putting Karl to the test.
For what exactly?
Oh, you'll find out.
Really? And it's almost slow cooker season. Jane McGrath has her foolproof hot hacks.
Yum.
That's from 5:30.
Finance screens were awash with green today. Shares in the Australian dollar were higher, while the price of oil is again surging. Here's business reporter Kohler.
A strong 60-point gain on the local share market today. Big mining and energy companies were out in front. BHP, in fact, had its best day in more than a year. Major banks were also higher. NAB investors particularly happy with the share price hitting 4.5-year highs. Further afield, oil continues to give the market whiplash. Last week it collapsed below $100 a barrel, but now it's soaring again, up 20% in the last 4 days. And the Australian dollar is at multi-year highs against the euro and the yen, but it was a little weaker against the greenback today. One Aussie is buying 73 US cents, 67 euro cents and 56 British pence.
Thank you, Chris. And for the latest weather details, is Jessica.
Thanks, Brenton. A bit of a cool breeze in the city now, capping off what's been a pretty showery day. A little overcast at times too, although it's nice to see the sun coming back out now. In terms of those showers, we had around 0.5 millimetre in the gauge here in the city. It's 20 degrees right now. That's after our top of 23 degrees earlier this afternoon. So across the suburbs, those showers arrived in the morning. Most areas picked up between 0.5 millimetre on the plains, up to around 1 millimetre in the hills. Temperature-wise, we sat pretty comfortably in the low 20s. We had 23 at Noarlunga and 20 at Mount Lofty. So the rain petered out pretty much up around the top of the Eyre Peninsula. There were some storms embedded in there too, and still a fair bit of warmth around our north. We reached 30 degrees at Port Pirie and 40 degrees at Maree. So the rain band kind of skipped over our southeast today, leaving that area basically dry, but temperatures were still mild, mostly sitting in the low 20s from Murray Bridge all the way through to Mount Gambier. On the charts, we are tracking Cyclone Charlotte off the coast of WA up near Port Hedland there, and severe storms with damaging winds, heavy rain and large hail are lashing eastern Victoria. That threat is crossing into New South Wales, and Sydney is a chance of severe storms tomorrow. With more big rain closing in on New South Wales this week, there is a risk of further flooding in already saturated catchments. In our state, there is still half a chance of storms through the Flinders and Port Augusta tomorrow, and temperatures across SA will settle mostly in the 20s. The southern Mount Lofty ranges are just a slight chance of a shower there, and it might feel a little overcast around Port Lincoln, Victor Harbour and Kangaroo Island. 22 degrees for Murray Bridge. Local waters, we're looking at south to southeasterlies up to around 20 knots north of Grange. Pretty easy weather across Adelaide suburbs tomorrow. We're looking at 23 for Elizabeth and 20 at Mount Barker. An overnight low of around 15 degrees tonight before a dry top of 22 degrees in the city. And from there, we're just sort of gradually warming towards the weekend. We go to 23 degrees, 24 degrees by the end of the week, up to 28 degrees for Saturday, looking sunny. And by Sunday, it'll be feeling like summer again, guys, so get the board shorts back out again, I guess.
Yeah, it's looking fabulous. Thank you, Jessica, and thank you for joining us. That's 9 News for this Tuesday.
We'll have further updates later, but stay watching now for a current affair. Enjoy your night.
Good night.